right. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right.
Just gonna rub it in a little bit.
You're all right. You're all right. No, Baba. No. It's all right.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Faye, and for today's video, I am bringing you guys something a little bit different for my channel. I really wanted to sit down and share with you guys an experience that I had with a product, a skincare product that I used on my skin about a month ago now, I believe. Well, no, almost 2 months ago now. If you follow me on Instagram, then you're already familiar with what happened, but I know a lot of you guys keep up with my content more so on YouTube than you do on Instagram, especially on my Instagram stories. So I thought that it was important for me to sit down and to share what happened, to share my experience. For those of you guys that do not know, DESI Perkins launched her skincare brand, DESI Skin, about 2 months ago. And the first product that she launched was a glow serum called Claro. I purchased that product on launch day and used it right when it came in, when I received it. And I ended up sharing what happened as far as my experience with you guys on my Instagram story real time. Like I said, I wanted to sit down and share it with you guys here on YouTube. Number one, because a lot of you guys encouraged me to do it. I wasn't going to share it on my Instagram or on YouTube at all, but a lot of you guys thought that it would be important for me to share it here on my YouTube channel. And for two, I think it's a really great learning experience, because I would hate to see anyone go through a similar experience to what I went through from just simply trying out a skincare product. I do want to give a quick disclaimer before I jump into this video. The purpose of this video is not at all to bash DESI Perkins or her brand. I have supported DESI from like forever. I absolutely love her. I've been watching her videos for years. I purchased like pretty much every collection that she's come out with so far. I have always tried to support her. You guys know I have stuff all the way back from her collaboration with Dose of Colors. I have sunglasses from her Key collaboration. I absolutely love DESI. I love everything that she stands for. I love her whole vibe, just her energy. And so the purpose of this, of course, is not to bash her, because I do absolutely love her. And one of the, I guess, things that gave me pause about sharing it on both my Instagram as well as here on YouTube was that I don't want it to come across as, I don't want it to come across in a negative way. And those of you guys that have been following me for a long time and are, you know, people that have been supporting me forever, you guys know, like, you guys know my heart. You guys know, like, that's not really my thing to, like, do things for clout or to, like, try to bash other people. But again, like I said, I do feel obligated to you guys to share my experience, because you guys trust me to be honest. And I did get on my socials and promote this product, you know, promoted that it was coming out, promoted that I purchased it. And so I think it's important to also share with you guys my experience. Oh, I'm studying. I don't know why I'm nervous filming this video, but I guess it's just because I've never been vulnerable with you guys in this way. And I also just have never really done a video like this before, so I'm a little out of my element. But yeah, like I kind of told you guys on my Instagram, I just feel like it's important for me to be honest with you guys about my experience with any product that I recommend to you guys. And again, it's less about this particular product and more about what I learned when it comes to receiving, testing, trying new skincare products on my body, on my face, just skincare in general. So yeah, I thought that it would be good to share my experience with you guys. I hope that you guys find this video helpful. And yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so before I get into my actual experience with the product, I do just kind of want to share a little bit about the product with you. So like I said, DESI Skin is the skincare line that was launched by DESI Perkins, who is an influencer here on YouTube. I know she worked really hard on it, as she does with all of her other collaborations, and she launched it on Thursday, April the 8th. Like I mentioned in the intro, I did purchase it on launch day. It shipped to me the very next day, and I received it about a week after I purchased it. So I received it the Thursday of the next week, which I believe was April the 15th. And then I tried the product the very next day on Friday, because I received it like later in the evening, and I kind of wanted to try it like in the morning as part of my like morning skincare routine. So I held on to it when I received it on Thursday, and then I tried it out the next day on Friday. So I do still have the product here with me. This is what the packaging looks like. It's a really beautiful packaging, which I don't expect anything less from DESI. It comes in a really nice recyclable cardboard box. And then the product on the inside is like a really heavy, really good quality component. This is what it looks like. It's a little bit blown out on my camera, but it is a really nice component. Like I said, it's weighty, feels like really good quality, and when you open it up, you have, you know, the dispenser on the inside, and overall it just feels like a really nice, luxurious product, something that is very sleek and that I would definitely have loved to have sitting out on my my vanity, or like on my, what am I trying to say, on my countertop in my bathroom with the rest of my skincare products, because it is a really beautiful component. So a couple of things about this product. It does say that it has 15% pure vitamin C, and on the back of the box it says potent forms of vitamin C are infused into the water and oil phases of the serum, allowing skin absorption on two levels, the water loving and the oil loving parts of the skin. As an antioxidant, vitamin C helps fight the effects of free radicals and reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It also helps to reduce the appearance of dark spots and uneven skin tone to give the skin a more youthful glow. This product is also cruelty-free, fragrance-free, vegan, and gluten-free. So if you were to go and look on her website, it is actually free of a lot of chemicals and ingredients that are typically harmful to your skin. So for that reason, when I received it and I saw that, you know, it was cruelty-free, it was vegan, it was free of chemicals and all these different things, I just jumped right into it because I just thought, hey, it's got really great ingredients. You know, DESI says that she's tested it. I'm sure, you know, I won't have any issues with it. Like, let's do it. So my initial plan for purchasing this product was that I was going to use it for 30 days. I was going to film a like a vlog style video sharing with you guys my progress, and ultimately my whole like goal in purchasing it was because I was trying to get the skin ready for hot girl summer. Okay, I was trying to clear it up, get rid of my dark spots. If you guys watch my videos, you guys know I do have hyperpigmentation, and I was just trying to get that nice smooth glass skin for the summertime. You guys know things are starting to open back up now that the vaccine is available, and I was just trying to get ready for hot girl summer, period. So that is why I purchased it. The reviews that she posted, a lot of people were just saying that they had really great results from it. And so I was trying to get this skin on clear. I was trying to get it looking like DESI skin. Her skin is flawless, and I was trying to get like that so that, you know, this summer I could not have to wear makeup if I don't want to, and just have that nice glowy summer skin. You know what I'm saying? So I went ahead and replaced my usual serum with this serum, like I said, on that Friday, which was the 16th. I did take some notes, so if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my notes because I wanted to make sure that I didn't forget anything, and that I hit all of the like important parts, and I didn't ramble too much in this video because I figured I would be a little bit nervous and out of my element. So I wanted to make sure that I kind of stayed focused and didn't ramble too much. So that Friday morning, I woke up as usual, and I replaced my normal serum that I was using with this serum, and I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. I used, my cleanser, my toner, this serum, moisturizer, nothing special, just my regular products that I normally use. The only thing that I did different was I used this serum in place of the serum that I normally would use. So that day we actually had a lot of things that we needed to get done. We ran a lot of errands, we were out and about, going to different stores, and just getting a lot of different things done. And I didn't really notice anything that day. But in hindsight, when I'm thinking back on it, I do remember about a little over halfway through the day. So in the evening, like not super late in the evening, but kind of early evening, I do remember while we were out that I kind of started like itching my neck a little bit. And I assumed that maybe it was just irritation from wearing my mask all day because, like I said, we were running a lot of errands. So I just assumed, oh, my face is probably just itching from having my mask on, or something like that, and I didn't think anything of it. So that night when I was getting ready for bed, I remember sitting in bed, and I just remember feeling like my face felt dirty, if that makes sense. Like my face felt like it just felt like there was dirt on it. Like that's the only way that I can think to describe it to you guys. It just felt like you guys know when you have, maybe you put like a lot of moisturizer on, or like product that's just sitting on your skin and it just feels like there's something on your face. That's the way that my face felt. So I got up and I went to go wash my face, and that was the first time that I noticed that there was something going on with my skin. I looked in the mirror and I realized that what I felt on my face that I thought was just a feeling of my face being dirty was the beginning of what would be an allergic reaction. There were like little bumps, not super noticeable, but I could tell that there was something kind of starting to happen on my face, but I wasn't really sure what it was. My first thought was not, oh, it was the serum. I don't know, I just was like, oh, something is happening. I've got some breakouts or something happening on my face. I'm not really sure what's going on. So I just washed my face, as usual. I didn't use anything too intense. I did not use the serum again that night. I just washed my face with my regular products and went to sleep. So the next morning when I woke up, which was Saturday, this was the first time that I really started to put together that something was happening more than just, oh, I have a couple, like maybe I'm just kind of breaking out or something like that. Because when I woke up Saturday morning and I looked in the mirror, I noticed that on the left, well, first of all, I noticed that the bumps had kind of gotten a little bit worse. They were spreading on my face, just a bunch of little white bumps kind of all over. And then I also noticed that the right side of my face, was it the right side or the left side? I'll insert pictures for you guys so that you can see. But I believe it was the right side of my face. Was super swollen. It may have been the left side, I don't remember, but one of the sides of my face was super swollen, specifically around my eye area. And I just remember looking in the mirror trying to figure out what happened. So I started kind of racking my brain, going through everything from the day before and trying to think, okay, did I eat something that maybe I was allergic to? Or was it maybe the pollen? Because, well, I don't know if you guys know, but I do live in Atlanta and the pollen has been crazy. So I was thinking, well, maybe I was having an allergic reaction to something that I came in contact with while I was out running errands. I wasn't really sure what it was, but I was just running through the whole series of events from Friday, trying to rule out all the possibilities of what could have potentially caused this reaction on my face. And after I kind of went through everything, the only thing that I remember that I did different was that I used the DESI serum. So at that point, I ended up posting on Twitter and I asked if anyone else had a reaction, had an allergic reaction or a bad experience with their skin when they used the serum, because I didn't want to jump to conclusions, which I did mention to you guys on Instagram. I didn't really want to jump to conclusions and just go straight to assuming that it was something wrong with the serum. And I also didn't recall seeing that anyone else was having any issues with it. So I did post on my on Twitter asking if anyone else had experienced anything similar, and I did have a couple of people that responded to me saying that they thought that they were the only ones. They didn't want to post anything about it because they hadn't seen, similar to how I felt, that they hadn't seen anyone else that had had a similar experience, and so they weren't sure if it was something specific to them, but that they had experienced like a rash or some type of reaction on their skin after using the serum. Good morning, y'all. So I have a filter on right now because I can't even take myself seriously right now with how my face is looking without a filter. But yeah, like I was saying in the tweet that I posted, I don't know what happened, but I used the DESI Skin Serum for the first time yesterday, and I didn't have any, like, my skin was fine all day. And then last night when I went to wash my face before I got in the bed, I didn't wear any makeup or anything like that yesterday. I just noticed that I kind of had like a little bit of a rash on my neck right here, and that my eye was a little bit swollen, like the skin under my eye was a little bit swollen. And then when I woke up this morning, like my whole entire face was covered in these little white bumps, and my face is swollen and red, like basically a rash, like an allergic reaction basically. So I do want to reiterate to you guys again, I know I've already said it, but I feel like I can't say it enough. I was so hesitant about sharing what was happening because at this point, it was a week after she had launched the brand. People were starting to get their serums in the mail. A lot of people were really excited about trying it. And the last thing that I wanted to do was to bring negative attention to a brand, to her brand, being that it was her first launch. And I know how difficult it is for women, and especially women of color, to come into a space with their own business and to be successful. And obviously, you guys know I'm all about supporting women. I'm all about supporting women-owned businesses, women of color especially owned businesses. And I did not want to, basically, I didn't want to create a situation where my negative experience was taking away from what should be a positive, like a positive thing happening for her with the launch of her brand. But at the same time, after, like, the more I shared, the more I realized that there were a lot of other people out there that were having similar experiences, but were afraid to speak up about it or felt cautious about saying anything in the same way that I did because they didn't see anyone else saying that they had had a negative experience, and they didn't want to be the only one saying something. So that kind of pushed me, or gave me the, I guess, encouragement or the courage to share with you guys what happened to me on my Instagram. And honestly, it was hard to share because that was probably the most vulnerable that I had ever been with you guys on my platform. To go through something like that, which it may seem dramatic, but it's kind of a traumatic experience to have something like that happen on your face, especially when you're in an industry where it's all about your face. It was kind of a lot to go through, and to like go through it real time, sharing it with you guys. I wasn't sure what the reaction was going to be or what the response was going to be. But again, the more that I shared it, the more I saw other people coming forward, which continued to give me more encouragement to keep sharing what was happening. And again, as I've already mentioned to you guys, you know, honesty and transparency is my #1 priority when it comes to sharing products with you guys. I know that a lot of you trust my opinion, you trust my recommendations, and I never want to put that in jeopardy, because I mean, in all honesty, like we're just a bunch of people in our houses sitting behind a camera talking to you guys and sharing makeup and skincare and stuff like that with you guys, and all we really have is our word. So I kind of felt like it was important to be honest with you guys about what was happening, even if it would be a little bit uncomfortable, because at the end of the day, that is what you guys trust me to do, and this is not a cheap product. And so I kind of, I just need to be able to stand behind my word and what I share and what I recommend to you guys. So anyways, I ended up sharing it, like I said, on my Instagram, and later on that evening, it just continued to get progressively worse and worse and worse. I only used the serum that one morning, Friday morning, and then like immediately when I realized I was having a reaction, I stopped using it. But then Saturday, by the time I got to Saturday night, the swelling and the bumps that I had on my face were like significantly worse, to the point that I was literally in tears looking at myself in the mirror, because I just didn't know. Like, when you guys see the pictures, you'll kind of understand. Like, when you see something like that happening on your face, you just don't know what to expect or what the final result could be, like if there's going to be scarring, like what the skin is going to look like after it's passed. It was just a very scary experience to go through, and it was pretty uncomfortable, honestly. And I also felt just like weird going out, even though I had a mask on. Like, it was pretty much from here all the way down and on my forehead. So I just kind of felt just a little awkward going out in public and just feeling like people were looking at my skin. I don't know. Anyways, so Sunday morning, you guys, I woke up and it was not better at all. Y'all, look at my face. Like, what the entire, like my whole face. This is ridiculous. I just woke up. Well, I've been awake. I've just been laying in the bed, but I just got up and looked in the mirror, and this is what my face is looking like. You can see my whole face is swollen, and it's much worse than it was yesterday. So after I shared with y'all my update on Sunday morning, I think that's when a lot of you guys started to really get concerned and started telling me that I needed to go to urgent care. I was not planning on going to urgent care simply because Corona. Like, I really wasn't trying to put myself in a situation where I had to go and be around potentially just a situation that could potentially make my health worse. I have avoided hospital, like pretty much anything where the Rona may be, I have avoided. So the thought of going to urgent care was giving me levels of anxiety that I cannot even explain. But a lot of you guys were telling me that you felt like it was kind of important that I should go. And also, we have a friend that is a doctor, and so thank goodness we were able to reach out to him. I FaceTimed him, I had him look at my face, and he also suggested that I should probably go to urgent care simply because I had gotten some Benadryl. It didn't do anything. Like, it didn't slow it down. It didn't, like, literally didn't do anything but make me take a nap. And like, pretty much everything that I was trying, I got hydrocortisone, all of the little over-the-counter remedies that I was trying on my skin, nothing was working. So that kind of was the straw, or like the thing that pushed me to go to urgent care. Also because I did go into CVS and I tried to go to like the Minute Clinic, and they pretty much said there wouldn't be anything that they could do for me there. So yeah, that Sunday morning that was when I initially went out to CVS. I got Benadryl, I got hydrocortisone, and I was trying that throughout the day on Sunday, and nothing really was working, like I said. And a lot of you guys were giving me a lot of different suggestions, but ultimately the main thing that was being suggested to me was that I needed to just go to urgent care. So I ended up looking up a couple of places that had really good reviews in Buckhead, and I ended up going to the Piedmont urgent care, which actually worked out because my doctor my primary care doctor that I go to is part of the Piedmont network. So they had all my information already in the system, so that was great. So I ended up going to urgent care to basically just see what they could do for me, because it, like, literally by the time I had gotten to Sunday night, from Friday night to Sunday night, it had gotten so bad that I knew if I didn't go to urgent care, it was just going to continue to spread, because it went from just being on my face to it was slowly starting to go down my neck. And I've had an allergic reaction before. It was to a medication though, but it did the same thing to my skin, where it kind of gave me like hives. So I know how the spread situation works. So once I saw that it was like slowly like getting worse and worse, it got worse on my chin and then started going down my neck, I knew that if I didn't go to urgent care, it was gonna get bad. So Sunday night was when we finally just decided we're just gonna suck it up and go to urgent care. And like I said, we ended up going to one in Buckhead.
My heart is beating fast now that she done told me everything.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, this is the oil. I don't know that. That's how much I use.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if you're
I'm gonna take a picture.
Alright, but this shot has to go in your hip.
Yeah, I heard.
And I don't know why they say the hip, because it's the booty.
Okay. I'm nervous. I'm anxious.
Why?
Because last time I got a shot in my butt,
Uh-huh.
I had a breakdown. I cried afterwards.
It's just a release, because
It depends on what it was.
she don't cry for regular stuff, so that's her moment to
That's
let
what
it
it
out.
But that was like over 10 years ago, so maybe I can, you know,
Yeah, maybe.
I can
And that's
handle
what
it.
it did to her face. And how she
Okay.
had breakouts all up in there. So you could try it.
Yeah, I'll
though.
check it out.
But no, you're not going to cry.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, no. You ready?
No, but I mean,
You need me to hold your hand? You got it.
no, I think I got it. I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
She
Ready
gonna-
when you?
Okay, what you need me to do?
I just like it seems like it's gonna be like right here in the middle, kind of up. Your belly.
Doesn't matter what she.
No, no. You know how you say you always see people, but like you gonna be broke. So you know, if somebody move me like, you know, I'm gonna be broke. I tell my mama I ain't never had no money. Like every day I know I do this like.
So just pull it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell people all the time,
You
I say,
got
when you
it.
come to the doctor, you just don't have no privacy.
Just don't flinch. You got it.
Don't flinch. Quick stick.
Ow.
You're all right. You're all right. You're all right.
You got this.
You're all right. You're all right.
Just gonna rub it in a little bit.
You're all right. You're all right. She might start crying about when she stubbed her toe 3 years ago.
Tense her little booty cheek up on me. There you go. How you feel?
It hurt. I'm not mad at you though.
The toughest ones always be the ones that little stuff be like, ah,
Yeah.
you got that. You know how they get kids popsicles at the doctor?
Mhm.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
So she wants you to sit for a second, okay?
Okay.
So you gotta give us some love, man.
Yeah, I am. No, Baba. No. It's all right. It's all right. You just be needing a release. Does it hurt a little bit?
Yes.
Let me see. I can already tell the difference. You alright? Let me high five. It's alright.
All this for some skin.
Mm-hmm. It's alright.
Okay, so after going to urgent care on Sunday, we just went home and they prescribed me a topical treatment as well as an oral antibiotic that I had to take. I think I had to take 2, or maybe it was 1 in the morning and 1 at night. I don't remember. But anyways, it was an antibiotic and also a topical treatment that I had to put on my face every day. And honestly, and obviously, as you guys saw, the steroid shot that literally broke me down. And I think the steroid shot honestly was the thing that really started the turnaround, because my husband even told me like a couple of hours after we left urgent care, he noticed that the swelling was going down. And by the time we actually got home, because I think we went and got something to eat, and you know, yeah, we actually went to Maggiano's, and he like pretty much let me get whatever I want after that day. So I kind of went ham and got all kind of delicious stuff, desserts and everything, just trying to make myself feel better. So by the time we did all that, waited for our food, picked it up, and you know, all of that, and got back home. And I had to go get my prescription filled, which took like an hour and a half because we had to drop it off and then wait for them to fill it. So yeah, it was like a whole process. So by the time we got back home and I looked in the mirror, I did notice that my skin was starting to get better, which started to make me excited, of course, because I was starting to get I was pretty much at that point already discouraged. So to see that it was starting to go, you know, in the right direction, the swelling was going down, the rash itself was no longer spreading, I was really excited about that. So yeah, Monday morning, like I said, I just kind of continued to take the antibiotics and apply the steroid cream. And then I, of course, gave you guys an update because it looked like it was gonna get a little bit worse before it actually started to get better. So I gave you guys an update on Monday morning after having the steroid shot and taking the antibiotics and using the steroid cream for a little bit, just to give y'all a little bit of a skin update. I will say that the swelling has definitely gone down. You guys remember this side of my face, my eye was pretty much almost swollen shut. So the swelling has definitely gone down. You can see there's still these white bumps, but y'all remember how my chin was. It was really bad, and it's much better today. So yeah, and it seems like I was telling y'all yesterday, that it is not spreading anymore because I don't see it continuing to go down the side of my face or onto my neck anymore. So I guess my expectation is probably that it will work its way in this way, and the last place to heal will be the middle of my face, which was honestly the worst. As you can see, it looks really gross. I'm like so tempted to just scratch it off, but I know I cannot do that, so I'm trying to just have self-control. I wanted to mention to you guys that last night was kind of rough as far as sleeping goes, because after I put this cream on my face, it was soothing at first, but once I actually laid down to go to bed, I could feel that it was like there were certain areas on my face that were kind of stinging or burning. And I'm sure it was just the cream working, obviously, because it looks so much better this morning. but it was a struggle, to say the least. To not scratch it, I was like basically just tapping my face on the areas where it was stinging, and it kept me up most of the night. I slept a little bit downstairs on the couch, and then I don't think I fell asleep again until like after 4 a.m. So Instagram cut me off, but yeah, basically what I was saying is that it was kind of uncomfortable to sleep last night, but seeing how it looks this morning, you know, I think the little bit of pain I went through is worth it. So I'm just gonna keep putting this stuff on, taking the pills that they gave me. And if you guys, like I said, have any suggestions of things that I can wash my face with, and also any foods that are good for your skin, because someone actually mentioned to me to try to avoid beige foods like bread, pasta, that kind of stuff, and it'll help my skin to clear up more quickly. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to avoid them altogether, but I may try to limit them until my skin is back to normal. So if you guys have any other food suggestions, definitely let me know. And then on Tuesday was when I really started to see like some real results. I do think that the antibiotic helped a lot, but honestly, I think that the topical cream that I was putting on it was really what was like expediting the healing process. So you guys, if you were watching my stories, which of course I'm going to be inserting them for you throughout this video, but if you were watching my stories, you guys saw on Tuesday that was like the first time I was in better spirits, and I was just feeling like I could see the end of the tunnel as far as like my skin was starting to get better. It still was looking really kind of gross, like it was just gross. But on Tuesday I could see that it was starting to get better. Like I said before, it wasn't spreading anymore, it was starting to go down, and it was just way better on Tuesday than it was on Sunday. So with all of that said, I have a couple of lessons that I learned through this experience. I am a strong believer that everything happens for a reason. So if not for anything else, I know that this was an experience that has definitely helped a lot of other people learn from what I went through, and has also helped me to learn a lot of things about skincare, ingredients, trying new products, all of that kind of stuff. And so I just kind of want to share with you guys a couple of things that I learned. Number one is that sometimes being vulnerable, well, I won't say a lot of times, but sometimes being vulnerable is actually can be a lot more helpful than you expect it to be. Because honestly, between my husband and I, we really had no idea what to do. And I think that me choosing to put myself out there and to be vulnerable opened up the opportunity for so many resources. So many of you guys that follow me, I had no idea that you were estheticians, that you were doctors, or that you were close to doctors or close to estheticians. And you guys were able to share so many recommendations and so much advice that I literally cannot even begin to tell you how helpful it was to me during that time, because I had never had anything like that happen to me as a result of a skincare product, and I literally did not know what to do. So your recommendations, your advice, your urging me to go to urgent care, your checking on me, your encouragement, your thanking me for sharing my experience, all of that really helped me to get through that. Because honestly, I think if I had just been like not shared anything and just been going through it by myself, I probably would have went down a pretty bad spiral, because I had a couple moments, as I'm sure you can imagine, just looking at myself in the mirror, just like it was just a lot. So I first and foremost want to say thank you so much to those of y'all that reached out, that offered advice, that offered recommendations, or that just offered encouragement. Like, it's gonna be better, you're still beautiful, you're like all of that kind of stuff. It was so needed and so helpful, so I really do appreciate that. The main thing that I learned in all of this when it comes to skincare products, I do not care how clean they say that it is, how vegan, how free they say it is of all of whatever. Always patch test your skincare products. That is the number one thing that I learned from this experience. And literally every new product that I have put on my face after that experience, I have patch tested it. So whether it be on the side of my neck or on the side of my jaw, which I did Google and research, you know, this information. So I'm just sharing with you guys information that I have learned through my own research after going through this, is to always patch test your products. And a good place to do that, like I was saying, is on your neck, on the side of your jaw, behind your ear, or on your wrist. I recommend doing it somewhere closer to the skin that's actually, you know, on your face, because I feel like this area is probably closer to the skin that's on your face than your wrist would be, as far as like the type of skin. But wherever it is that you feel most comfortable, you could start here, and if you don't have a reaction, then you could patch test here. But basically just always patch test your skincare products. It's so important. Also, another one that I just thought of that I didn't write down is to wear SPF. Whenever you are using products that have brightening agents in them, especially active ingredients, you have to use SPF. It's so important for so many reasons, but it's just going to protect your skin from the sun. It's going to protect your skin from whatever it is that you're trying to clear up from it getting worse. And also just in general, when you have active ingredients working on your face, it's so important to protect your skin from the sun. So I have gotten so many different SPF products. If you've watched any of my recent tutorials, you guys have probably seen me talk more about SPF as part of my makeup routine than I have in previous videos. And a lot of that is a result of going through this experience and learning through my own research how important it is to really be serious about wearing SPF, especially when you are putting active ingredients on your face. I was already wearing SPF before, but I wasn't like being consistent with it. And I do on a regular basis use active ingredients on my face. So it's really, really important that you are using some type of SPF. Some of the ones that I have really been loving are this one from Tula. This is the Protect and Glow Daily Sunscreen Gel. It has SPF 30. And another one that I have really been loving, which I'll put on the screen for you guys, is the one from Peter Thomas Roth. I picked it up in the during the Sephora VIB sale. I shared it with you guys in my haul. That one is a matte sunscreen, and also the Black Girl sunscreen is really great. That one comes in a regular and a matte formula. So I will link all of those down below for you guys if you're interested or looking for a really good sunscreen. But yes, patch test and wear sunscreen is so important. So yeah, I know that this is probably going to be a little bit of a longer video, but like I said in the beginning, I really wanted to just share my experience with you guys. It has now been a month and a half since the first day that I applied the serum, and my skin is much better than it was, of course, but it's still not back to how it was when, like, before I used the serum. And I did notice that I do have some scarring as a result of that reaction on my face. So I'm currently just trying to use products that can kind of help me to rebuild, rejuvenate my skin. And yeah, I mean, all of this just because I'm trying to have smooth, clear, glass skin for the summertime. Like, the things that we do to try to be poppin', to try to have hot girl summer. But yeah, it was a learning experience. It was a bit of a traumatic experience. It was definitely a roller coaster of emotions. But again, I have to send so many thanks to all of you guys, like I said, that offered encouragement, that offered advice, that offered recommendations. I really don't think that I would have been able to go through it the way, or to get through it the way that I did, and to keep my sanity in the way that I did without it, and of course without my husband's love and support and taking care of me throughout the process. And I forgot to mention to you guys, so the day after, I think on Saturday, or maybe it was on Sunday, because I started posting about it on the Saturday after I tried the serum. And I did want to tell y'all that, because a couple of you guys asked about this, that DESI and the DESI team, they were very quick to be responsive, which I did appreciate. Pretty much within 24 hours after I started posting on social media about my experience, DESI actually reached out to me herself from her Instagram account and DM'd me and apologized for the experience that I was having. She said that this was one of her fears coming out with a skincare product, that there could be someone that would have a bad reaction, which of course is not what she wanted to happen. So she was very apologetic. She refunded my purchase without me even asking for it, and she didn't even ask for me to send the product back. Like, it was like she was on top of it very, very quickly. So shout out to her. She did a really great job responding to the experience that I was having. And I know that there are a lot of other brands and influencers that have come out with brands that have had situations happen that have not that don't have a great track record of responding the right way. And so I will say that she did a great job with reaching out, with being empathetic, and then taking action. Like, literally from the time that she responded to me to the time that I got the refund, I don't even think it was 15 minutes. So she really was on top of that. So I really appreciate and respect that about her. And again, like I said in the beginning of the video, the point of this, me making this video, which hopefully you guys can feel my energy through the camera, is of course not to bash DESI or bash her brand. I wish her many more successful launches, and there are a lot of people that are having a great experience with the product. So I wish her much continued success. My goal in this was, of course, to be transparent and honest with you guys, and also just to share with you, whether it's this serum or any serum, whether you're buying it from Target, from a brand that's been out for years, or that's launching a new product, or a new brand that's coming out and launching a new product, the way that you deal with skincare, especially skincare that has active ingredients in it, should always be the same. I know a lot of times we kind of blindly buy and use things because we built these relationships through the internet with people that we've grown to love and trust in their recommendations. There have been several things that DESI has recommended that I've picked up and tried and absolutely loved. There have been several things that she's come out with in the past that I've purchased with my own money, loved, and still love to this day. But nonetheless, it's still very important that whether it's an influencer or a big box brand, that when it comes to skincare, you're always doing your research. Everybody's skin is different, so you can't always trust that because a bunch of other people are having a positive experience that you're gonna have a positive experience. You have to do your own research and always take the time to patch test products so that you don't go through what I went through. I would not wish my experience on anyone, so please just be vigilant with that, and just take that extra day to patch test the product. Use it the way that the instructions advise, but just on a smaller area of your face, your neck, behind your ear, wherever it is that you choose to patch test, and test it out before you go in guns blazing and put it all over your face. So yeah, I think that is everything that I wanted to share with you guys. I feel like if I say anything else, I'll just kind of be rambling in circles and repeating things that I've already said. If you guys have any questions about anything that I said in this video or anything that you want me to elaborate on, feel free to leave them for me down below in the comments. I would love to chat with you guys down there, answer any questions that you have, and also be sure to check the description box for links to any of the products that I mentioned in this video that helped me throughout this whole journey of clearing my skin and, you know, trying to get it back to normal. I do feel like I'm kind of back on a pretty good skincare regimen. So if you are interested in possibly maybe seeing a skincare routine from me, products that I have been using that are working well with my skin, definitely let me know that down below, or just give this video a thumbs up, and I would love to share that with you guys and share with you products that have been working for me, someone with very sensitive skin. So if you are in the same boat, you know, you can get some recommendations. And yeah, so if you watch this video all the way to the end, thank you so much. You already know you guys are the real MVP. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Share it with somebody who could learn from my experience so that they don't have to go through something similar. And if you've had a similar experience, please feel free to share it down below in the comments so that other people can hear what your experience was and we can all learn from each other. That's what this community is really all about, sharing our experiences, learning from each other, and, you know, helping each other to have positive experiences with the different products that we try out, whether they be makeup, skincare, body care, whatever they may be. So thank you guys so much again for watching today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys very soon in my next video.